here's what I almost fell off my chair. I don't know if it's grounds for appeal, but I can tell you that there were gasps from the courthouse in the courtroom when Kirk Nurmi, the defense attorney, said most of the days he doesn't like Jodi Arias. Listen to this one.
It's not even about whether or not you like Jodi Arias. 9 days out of 10, I don't like Jodi Arias. But that doesn't matter. Your liking her or not liking her does not objectively assess the evidence. It's about the evidence. What happened?
I'm here with a group of people who have gathered. They've been following this case very carefully. Tiffany, we were talking about that moment where Kirk Nurmi, Jodi Arias' attorney, implies that he doesn't care for her.
Yeah, 9 days out of 10, he doesn't even like her. I mean, that's his own client. What does that say for her and for everything? And it just, you know, are they even allowed to do that, or they're supposed to do that? I mean,
that's interesting. I want to debate it with our expert legal panel. Now, Brian Silber for the defense. I'm wondering if that's a no-no for the defense attorney to cast aspersions on his own client in that kind of personal way.
The way I would describe it, Jane, is it's a cardinal sin. You have to be a champion of your client. You're not hired to go out there and tell people your personal opinions about the client. You're there to fight their cause, and he should have never said it. It wasn't necessary in this case, but that being said, his overall point was correct. This is not a popularity contest, and it's not about whether they like her or they dislike her. It's about the evidence and the law. And I think in a lot of cases like these, the lawyers get an element of fatigue after trying a case for 55 days, and sometimes they're prone to a faux pas, and I think that's exactly what happened in this case.
Wendy Murphy, honestly, I was in the courtroom at that moment, and we all kind of gasped, like, wow, you know, that is such an odd thing for a defense attorney to say on such a crucial day. Like, basically, I don't like her either.
Well, first of all, I think it was planned because, as we all saw, Jodi grinned
ridiculous.
when he did it.
It wasn't planned.
Look, it looked very planned to me, number one. Number two, what the guy is doing is trying to get the jury to connect with him. I'm your buddy.
True.
You're like me. I'm like you. I don't like her. You don't like her. We're on the same team. And I can still find doubt about guilt with regard to premeditation, so we're kind of the same. That's what was going on there. Look, I thought it was an outrage because it sounds so stupid. When you're the lawyer, you're supposed to be, you know, supportive, championing, as he just said. But when there's strategic value in bonding with the jury because you're desperate, that's what you do, and that's not going to be reversed on appeal. No way.
But he's not desperate. There's a lot of good questions to ask in this case. It's not necessary to go there. You know, it's not like he represents someone who's like, for instance, a known racist or a Nazi or some god-awful person outside of his case where he has to make a comment about that.
Yes, this is that case.
Don't call her a monster.
Monster.
Let's talk about the evidence and the facts here, okay?
Yeah, the evidence shows
name calling
she's a
is not part of this case,
monster.
And that's exactly what his point was. This case is not about name calling. It's about a man who was slaughtered and the evidence about this case and the law and whether or not these jurors need to go for first-degree murder. That's wrong? It's not about a man who was slaughtered?
You're wrong. It is about
outrageous.
The woman in the courtroom being perceived as a slaughtering monster, and he has to deal with that as a lawyer. It's a problem in the room.
This is a question of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, or manslaughter.
First degree versus